Hello everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another video for Vanguard Zero. It's time for the shutdown art to continue. This is take 2 because the first take was cursed. Is Planet Cray a real place? Yeah, of course it's a real place. As real can get. I'm not making it up. Are you sure I haven't told you that before? Not that I remember, but Naoki said you were the one who'd be able to explain it all to me. Well, gee, I bet he did. What can you tell me about it? It's obvious you know something. You ready for this? I will have to start at the very beginning. Okay, I'm ready. Time for this story, man. So, you have various units depicted in Vanguard, and they all live in another world, which is called Planet Cray. Where is it located? Which galaxy? Can you tell me that, please? The answer is no. Alright, fine. As you know, they have different powers, which aren't limited to what's displayed on each card. Oh, interesting. Although it exists alongside us, it's nothing like Earth. No, really? I had no idea it was nothing like Earth. I mean, aren't there dinosaurs here everywhere? And what about the dragons? We have those too, right? I'm being very sarcastic. Although there used to be dinosaurs here. Though there's some speculation that maybe dinosaurs don't look the way that they do, you know, like in... Apparently there's some speculation that dinosaurs may have looked differently than how we depict them in fiction. I think I heard somewhere that maybe they had feathers. Yeah, that's definitely different than what we usually expect from dinosaurs, right? Although I'm not a science person. I mean, I like science, but I'm not out there doing scientific studies, am I? No, I'm not. I want to be a writer, but I'm not really going to be writing science fiction either. I love fantasy. I like I like shit that's not real. I mean, I really like to get lost in other worlds. Some people don't, and that's fine, but I do. It's a totally different world. The main thing to know is, all of the units drawn on the cards come from the planet Cray. How do we know about them being from the planet Cray? How did we learn they exist? We're moving on. Both Planet Cray and our world have an influence on each other. If there's a crisis on Cray, it affects us as well. I wish this stayed true. Apparently it stopped being true at some point. And I'm just like, no, I liked the insanity, no. I need the insanity, it helps me breathe. I mean, why do you think that I'm still watching Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, I want things to be normal? Hell no, normal is boring. I don't care what anyone else says, my opinion is my opinion. Many of my friends have often worked behind the scenes to avoid potentially dangerous situations from happening. That's fantastic. I mean, it sounds dangerous, but I mean, some of the best jobs are dangerous. I'm not going to be doing one of them, but I do understand that certain jobs have to be done. And some of those jobs that have to be done are a bit dangerous. I'm not going to deny that there may be a thrill in that for some people. A lot of the people gathering at these G-Quests are ones I knew from back then. Who knows what might have happened if we hadn't been there. You did that? I had no idea. It's not a big secret or anything, but the guys don't tend to make a big deal about what they've achieved. Yeah, I don't make a big deal about what I've achieved either, because right now I'm still not sure if it's really a big deal to even talk about. Like, 500,000 words, it sounds like a big deal for me to have written that many within the span of a single year, but most of those words are probably not going to get anywhere in my writing. And they're just random words. And it's obviously quantity over quality, and the same with my YouTube channel. However, I still have fun recording these, regardless of their level of quality. I hope that the fun gets across, and I'm not just insane all the time. I mean, I hope it's obvious that I have fun. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't still be here if I wasn't, but I think sometimes people wonder. Now, obviously, I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but you never know. I do make some weird videos, and I will continue to do so, because I like being weird. I'm sure this all comes as a bit of a surprise to you. Yes, I'm sure there will be many surprising things for you to learn in the future, Kamui. Like, for example, how to have good grades. I'm kidding, not everyone has good grades in high school. Some people graduate with mostly just C's. And maybe D's, if that's considered passing. Oh hey, let me ask you something. Does that mean... That means he was seriously talking about calling actual units from the planet Frey? Yeah... And you've done that too, Chrono. You did that in your card fight against Kanzaki, remember? And that's the sort of thing you're gonna have to ask Koji. You want to know about his enemy? And then I think you'd better talk to him yourself. I guess, but what do I... Don't be such a wimp. I thought you enjoyed going up against him. I guess I never really thought of him as an evil fighter, but he is kind of morally gray. Is that what you're saying, Chrono? Is that what you're saying? I don't really know if I would say Ibuki is morally gray exactly, but he is harsh at times. I do understand. But what? It doesn't matter. I get your point. I'll go see him now. I was going to talk with him anyway. I bet Ibuki still gets underneath his skin. Not so fast. I totally understand where you're coming from. And so, how about some special training? Uh-huh. Okay. Now let's not get this twisted, okay? Everyone does this. You want to settle things with Koji, right? So we have to make sure you're 100% prepared. Yeah, they're going to go train, like, is it a bathhouse or something? I'm not sure if that's the right term. But they're going to basically go somewhere and hang out and chill. And don't worry, guys, everyone does this. We have to acknowledge that, okay? We have to make sure you're 100% prepared. Why do you guys have to be a part of this again? It's not fair how you get special training from Kamui and not us. Okay. The word on the street is Kamui only managed to get where he is today because of his unique training program. Oh, didn't someone reference that as being kind of weird? Is that true? I think Miwa said it. Oh yeah, on a remote, uninhabited island in a distant sea, Kamui did this mysterious exercise regimen over and over. What? Is he talking about that time on the island in Legion Mate? Weird. I don't think that would be called a distant sea, though. Kamui, are you making shit up? I know you've done that. I know what you've done, Kamui. I know your sins. And Chrono, you should feel bad for being gullible. Seriously. Seriously! You know, I hated when people would joke about gullible being written on the ceiling. But I actually went somewhere once and gullible actually was written on the ceiling. And I was just like, how did it get on the ceiling? Obviously, someone had the right equipment to put it there. Probably a ladder in the area at one point. The sentence wasn't finished. So I'm gonna have to start over because I didn't know. Yeah, there's that comma and I didn't see it and know that I had to just... This game is weird, okay? That's why I'm playing it. Yeah, on a remote, uninhabited island in a distant sea, Kamui did this mysterious exercise regimen over and over, until finally he achieved a level of skill that allowed him to conquer the whole of Asia. That is total bullshit. That is total bullshit. Kamui, what are you telling these people? We're finally going to find out what that mysterious regime is. I think it means, is it regime, regime? That is a word, yes, but is that really what they mean to have written there? Hold on, let me see if regime has more than one definition. It probably does. Probably does, 1 second. I'm just going to just say what the meaning is, okay? A system... Okay, I assume that it's definition 2 on Google. Definition 2 says, regime, a system or planned way of doing things, especially one imposed from above. Okay? And regime is sometimes confused with regiment. Okay, well, definition 2 sounds accurate. I was just confused. I don't know every word with multiple definitions, okay? We're finally gonna find out what that mysterious regime is. Here we are. This is it. There was a guy who matched the description you gave. There was a guy who matched the description you gave who came here from time to time. But he packed up and left a while ago. No one's heard from him since. The landlord's not fussy about who he rents to. And no questions asked as long as the rent gets paid. If I remember correctly, it was rented by Ace something or another. Ace Corporation? Yeah, that was it. But a company name doesn't really help you find the guy, does it? No, but at least it gives me some sort of lead. I'm the one who brought him here. I think it was about 2 months ago. He wanted to talk to me, something about him wanting to gather people together. The guy was using several cell phones at once. He was always on the move. But when it came to card fighting, he was really strong. His clan was Grand Blue. Shit. I think I said something I shouldn't have said. I didn't know! I didn't know! Oh my god! And near the end of the match, he just upped and left, saying he had to go back to work. From what I saw, I doubt his business is very legit. Imagine it. We've arrived on planet Cray. The volcano makes it scorching hot. Can you... Okay, I'm going to imagine... I'm imagining ice. I'm very, very cold. I'm very cold, so cold I feel like I need a jacket. Imagine how cold it is. Imagine the ice. The ice. I'm imagining what it's like when I'm cold. Imagine. It's pretty hot in here. I think it's something I'm doing. No, I'm not sure why, but it must be something I'm doing. Maybe it has something to do with my mouth and the fact that I'm using it. I don't know why, but I mean, I closed my eyes and I saw a weird color when I was at the dentist. So maybe that is the explanation. It's something to do with my mouth and... Yeah, most people aren't going to understand what this means. I'm not insulting anyone. I'm just saying some things just aren't as common. That's not bad. Just most people don't have a reason to care. Okay, I guess I need to survive the volcanic activity. Okay, I'll survive somehow. I mean, I haven't exactly passed out yet. You must gain the strength you need to fight in this world. Ride. Ride. I can't hear you. Ride. Imagine it. Imagine yourself with unstoppable strength in pursuit of victory. That's special training? Yeah, it's special training. No, I think it's probably... Well, they seem to be having fun. Please, she promised I could use the plates whenever I wanted. If I'd help with the cleaning. Please, she promised I could use the plates whenever I wanted. If I'd help with the cleaning. I've done the men's bathroom, but it's a bit awkward me going into the ladies' area. I understand, Kamui. Although I have had dreams where I go into the men's bathroom. Why? I don't need to have dreams about that. Come on, brain, I'm a woman. I tell people this all the time. Because it's true. It's just, I understand where Kamui is coming from here. It is a bit awkward going into the bathroom that's opposite your gender. It's not that big a deal, but are you saying if we clean it, you'll give us a training session too? Yeah, I'll also throw in as much of your favorite juice as you can drink. Now, I want juice. Do we still have juice here? I don't know, I've been neglecting it, so maybe someone else had some. I had some juice back when I was feeling nauseous because I thought it would help me avoid being nauseous. Or help the nausea go away. But for some reason, I just stopped drinking it. Even when I insisted I was going to. I'm just like, I insisted I was going to drink this juice. Why am I not drinking it? I guess it's just part of the training. It was okay to cancel your request for this. Sure it was, Tokaha. Totally worth it to get special training. An unclean washroom is the sign of an unclean heart. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well. And that's what always says. Here we go! Well, since I agreed to do this, I guess I'd better join them. Oh, this is the legendary special training? I don't see how this is going to improve our fighting skills. You don't see? It's called discipline and focus. Focus your mind, Chrono! Focus! Focus! And then our luck will somehow improve. Which makes sense in an anime series at the very least. Extreme Battler! I think it's Battler. I have trouble pronouncing this as Battler. I just keep pronouncing it as Battler instead. Ugh, it's Battler. Battler! It sounds so awkward. Come up with better unit names, Kamui. And say like it's his fault and he named them. I know he didn't actually name them, but still. I can see it. It's there behind Kamui. It's Victor. This is my vanguard. Okay, just make sure that you have your hand on your towel. Kamui, one more time from the beginning. All of you repeat after me. Yes, sir. Collapse. It looks like you're the only one to make it out in decent shape. Let's see if your training has made a difference. Stand up, Vanguard. Elsewhere. What's wrong with you? At this rate, you're never going to beat Koji. Ugh. As soon as I mention Koji's name, look what happens to you. You're thinking of him way too much. And the truth is, I'm the weaker one here. And it's making me hesitate. It gets me so mad at myself. I understand, Chrono, but continue! Power through and believe. He's got that expression on his face, as if he's in total control. I can't tell anything I need to know from that face. And that's called weakness. That's called weakness, Chrono. Learn the ways of the body language. I say as I haven't. I need to learn that too, though. I know. I don't intend on being a pawn in the palm of your hand forever. Oh, is that how you see him, Chrono? Seriously, stop with the stereotypes. You're such a kid. You haven't even graduated high school yourself. Yeah, that's true. But more importantly, I've gotten... Yeah, that's true. But more importantly, I've got way more experience at playing this than you. He's not lying about that, Chrono. He's not lying about that. I can understand how you feel about Koji. He kind of goes about his business in the wrong way. He comes across as a bit awkward. I'm socially awkward! I don't believe it, Kamui. You're siding with him? That sort of immaturity is what's holding you back. You'd be surprised how similar you are to Koji in the way you think. Really? Are they similar? I mean, their personalities seem so drastically different from each other. What do you mean by that? Well, Kamui kind of has experience in this. He can tell you all about it. Just what I said. Well, I guess you need to go and confront him. We'll talk about it after. Kamui knows how immature he was, that's great. Although, he's still kind of immature. I mean, just think about how he approaches Naga-san when she's around. He's still kind of immature with that. I know what our next goal should be. I want to go to the Stargate branch. Duh, you guys are trying to complete every branch, aren't you? just winning at all of them, and that's one of the branches, so of course you're going there. Why are you guys surprised? That's one of the branches. There's something I need to do before we can move on. And I have a debt to repay. Perfect, it's decided. You know Christopher Lowe? He's been seen at the Dragon Empire branch. Why? Well, he's one of the best players in all of Asia. I'd like to get his opinion on things. Okay, thanks for explaining, Mamoru. Yeah, Mamoru finally explained for me what I wanted to know. The G-Quest appears to be going well. Headquarters appears to be satisfied with the results so far. I don't know. Some factors are still a concern. Yes, I completely agree. Something sus is going on, and you know it. There are those scenes at the end that you don't understand. Yeah, that was the thing in the anime too. Like, every now and then the anime would play those clips, and something would be going on, and you'd have no idea what that meant. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. In the next video, it's time for something less awkward.